Well, guys, it's that time of the year again. It's No Nut November. During this time, some people find themselves, but a lot of people lose themselves. And don't worry, I got you covered. I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips to survive No Nut November. Alright, so the first tip, and this is something you're going to want to do within the first few days. Now, some people can last about a week before they need to do this, but don't think you're stronger than you actually are. Alright, so you're going to want to start by unfollowing all the hot females that you follow on social media. Now, this may seem like a daunting task, but trust me, you gotta do it. For me, I had to unfollow people like Summer Rae, Ash Cash, and your mom. So I know how difficult this is, but it has to be done. Shortly after doing this, you're gonna wanna unfollow all females just to avoid all possible temptations. Now, a caveat of this is, within about a week after this, your male homies are gonna start looking kind of thick, and well, you're just gonna have to work past that. Honestly, that's all you're really gonna have to do. Very, very important. If you're in a relationship and you're able to see a girl, you gotta break up with her. Girls, for some reason, like to try and ruin No Nut November for us. So, we gotta do what we have to do. Now, fortunately for me, I'm a No Nut veteran. And, the person I'm with, I don't even stay in the same country as them. So, I'm set on that, but you guys might not be. So, yeah, once you've mastered, the first tip, you might notice a problem that comes with it. And that is, that tip only applies when you're home alone. What happens when you're out and about? Well, that's where tip number 2 comes in handy. Whenever you go out, you gotta wear a blindfold and carry a stick or a cane so you can still find your way around. You're already wearing a mask, so a blindfold shouldn't be, that big of an addition. The reason you're doing this is so you don't lock eyes with an attractive female or with female in general, because you'll start talking and one thing will lead to another, and we all know how that kind of stuff goes. It's also important to wear your blindfold at home if you've got siblings, because you don't want to walk into your stepsister's room because, well, do I need to say anything? The last tip is probably the most important one, and that's to throw away all lotion and tissues. You're going to want to create an environment where it's sort of inconvenient for you to, well, bust. I know some of you guys like to raw dog it and go with no additional protection, and if you're one of those guys, also throw away all your socks, because what are you going to do? Bust without wearing socks? What are you, a psycho? And if you are, seek help. Also remember, if you rough dog but you've thrown away all the tissues, what are you going to use to, wipe up your mess? You're just going to walk around with your nut dripping down on your legs? No? I thought so. So you see, if worse comes to worse and none of these tips work for you, you can just do what I did, and that's castration. Simply whip out your knob and, just simply chop it off. But very important, if you want to do this method, you have to do it within the first 2 days. That's so by the time December 1st comes around, it's grown back, because that's how it works.